Hey guys, Drew Plays here. Sorry if there's a delay in the beginning of the video. I know that with live streams, a lot of times they have that lag, so if I just start talking, it won't kick in right away. But I had to wait just a little bit for it to hopefully kick in. But we are back with another installment of the Skyrim Mage class. This is Skyrim Mage class 2. We are going to pick up from where we left off, and we're going to make some progress. So right now, as you can see, we have the Golden Claw. We're going to uncheck Way of the Voice right now. So we're going to go and bring that Golden Claw back. And let's just go ahead and take a look at our Mage here. We have Lydia standing behind us. So we are ready to push forwards. We can fast travel back to Riverwood, and we're just going to drop that off, pick up our gold, and we should be on our way to doing a new mission. We're not going to do the Greybeards portion right now. I don't think it's that important to do it immediately. It's one of those things where you can kind of wait on it. So let's go ahead and go over to the Riverwood Trader over here.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Alright, so we got 400 gold off that. Obviously that's pretty good.
It's a
So
fine day.
we can head right out of here.
You're a strapping young man. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I know I am. I'm a very strapping young man. Over to the Whiterun Stables. Okay, so once you get to the Whiterun Stables, we're gonna go right over here.
I can take you to. Where do you want to go?
And we want to go to Winterhold. So it's 50 gold. That's fine.
Back and we'll be off.
If you do the first mission, you should be guaranteed for that 50 gold because the Golden Claw you get 400. So you should be able to get to Winterhold no problem whatsoever. Okay, so now we are at Winterhold, and we're gonna go right to the college.
And you'd have me do what?
We're gonna have a little mission that triggers, not really a mission, but a task that triggers
Cross
up here.
the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Oh. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting one at the seal on the ground here would be sufficient. I look forward to it.
So we already have Firebolt, which is perfect.
Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Alright, so now we are into the college. We're just going to start the storyline up. We should be able to complete Sarthal,
The college is an asset
which
to
is like the
Skyrim,
first big
even
mission.
if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off.
Okay, so before we follow her, I just want to point this out here. Now we have 2 novice hoods. Obviously we only need 1, but we have 2 now. And then if we go down here, we have the novice robes of destruction. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And now it is equipped. Okay, so we don't really need the novice robes on, obviously, and then the boots, there's no reason to put those on because they're not that good. But we're all set and ready to go.
It's been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Obviously it's going to take a little while because all these AI characters love to walk as slowly as possible.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
So, just for future reference, guys, this room is yours through the course of the game, so you can store items in here and everything, in case you don't want to buy a house. So if you ever want to just stuff some stuff in there, you can absolutely do that. And you might be better off.
From Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Huh? Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in. And if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Alright, so it really doesn't make a difference, but we're always going to go with safety. Safety is important.
Your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
No, I'm not.
That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now. Cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Okay, so now we get to begin Sarthal.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere.
Which we're going to talk to him too, I think, maybe.
Magic is the same.
Another new... Are you of the... I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. I have many important things on my mind. Your
Okay, so now we just have to run there, unfortunately, because we obviously have been there before, so we do have to walk, run, jog, trot, skip and hop to our location. And, you know, we're at an early level, you know, we're only level 3, but with the way this class kind of runs, you're okay being a level 3 in this situation. You are more than ahead of the game and ready to go with this class. It's very easy to start out with the High Elf class having the additional magic added to it. And then all the wonderful things that you get to start on. Okay, so we have a bear over here. Because we don't want to die. We're gonna have to use some of these too, unfortunately. But that is okay. Ooh, we are getting wrecked here. Get out.
I swear, everyone shows up in white.
Okay, so now the bear's gone. In all honesty, that's probably the hardest challenge, and that's we're actually going to take that pelt. In the beginning, is that it's kind of difficult with your magic. Yes, your magic is strong, but if you have to take on some guys that are just far above your skill level, it's not as easy. So, like in the beginning, bears are pretty difficult to handle. But as you progress, after you kind of get a couple more spells, you won't have any problems at all, and it'll be very, very easy to take down just about any enemy very quickly. But as I was referring to with okay, I guess we just have randoms.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Okay, I guess that works. But as I was saying, as you progress in the game and you end up moving to the Dragonborn storyline.
Here we all are, isn't it? Shall we step inside?
So I'm just going to pause this so I can kind of explain it. As you progress to the Dragonborn storyline, not the main quest, but the DLC, considering this is the remastered version. So the Dragonborn storyline, your fire destruction spells are not very effective against the enemies for the most part, because you're dealing with ash spawns, so they're made of fire, so it really doesn't affect them. So you will end up having to learn like the lightning spells and the ice spells, but I find that the ice spells are fairly effective. But let's go ahead and hop right into this.
Good to... All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious. As some of you may know, Sarthor was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sarthor. This is an exciting opportunity for... Well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Any enchanted item. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest
Okay,
of
so we have to find this guy in here.
All right, everyone. Let's be careful.
Not that difficult.
Well, certainly none of this will... What? You must be one of the new apprentices, then. Fine, fine. Just don't make a mess of my work, all right? I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
Okay, so
All right.
we just have to basically find all of these items that are on the ground. They are like they're all rings, so it's a little difficult to see some of them. But you just kind of have to get your cursor over it to a decent amount. So now the last thing we grab is this, and when that happens, oh no, we're locked in. What do we ever do? All part of the
What in the
storyline.
world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
Okay, so for this portion, we want to put one of these on too, just to increase our health. We also want to put this on. Spells cost 3% less to cast. Doesn't seem like much, but it can be. Now that it's on, this pops up, and you just blast, boom, right through the door. Now we just wait for Tolfdir, and we will be ready to go.
Well, this is highly unusual.
And obviously you can just run right past him. You don't have to wait. But when he gets here, we will be all good and ready to go. If he ever gets here, he's taking his time.
Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Hold, Mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, Mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
Alright, so some creepy stuff going on.
I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
I don't know what we're gonna find.
This is simply fascinating.
Okay, so now we are good to push on forwards. Okay, and we are going to get attacked some more. Taken all of them out. We're gonna search a decent amount of them just to pick up some supplies that could possibly be useful.
Seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before? What?
Tolfdir is genuinely
I've never
surprised.
Seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why?
Okay, so now both those levers are pulled. There's one on each side. Make sure you pull both of them, and then we're ready to go. You don't have to listen to Tolfdir. He just talks about things that aren't really that important. So now we're pushing through our wonderful mission here through the Sarthal ruins. So let's go ahead and just give this a quick save. So we're just gonna crouch. Ooh, forgot about that. Ooh, Lydia just went in on that. So we're just going to put on our restoration and go ahead and heal ourselves up. It's better than wasting a potion. Okay, so now we are a little ahead of the game with some more items. You just want to collect as much as you can. That's pretty important in the early game, especially with this class. You want to collect a decent amount of stuff that's useful to you. Gold, obviously, being something you should always collect. You have to watch out. There is a push panel here. You don't want to step on that. But I'm pretty sure that Lydia just stepped on it because she's not very smart. Okay, so that's a couple guys down. Yeah, so that's really the only thing you really have to look out for in here is that Lydia isn't the most intelligent person. Now, this puzzle, I've never been the best at this. So for this you have to match the front picture with what's up here on the back wall. So obviously that one's already matched. This one is not matched, so we'll turn that. So now that one is correctly matched. That one's still matched. This one is not. So that one's good. And then this one is the bird. The only problem is I feel like it rotates them. I can't remember if this is one of the ones that rotates the other ones. That one's good. That one's good. Just double checking everything. That one's good. Oh, and there's more. I think it's actually these that rotate the other ones. Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I know I can never remember which ones rotate them. But I'm just gonna double check everything. That one's good, and that one's good. Oh, get out of the way, Lydia. That one's good. That one's good. That's all set, and that's all set. So now you can pull this. If you get it wrong, you see the holes right there, dead center in my cursor. You'll just get hit with arrows, and you don't want that. So I believe this is one of the tougher guys to fight in here, but he's not really that bad. Yeah, he's gonna come down here. I think he has a shout, if I'm correct. And when I say like a harder enemy, specifically in the beginning of the game, a harder enemy, I'm usually referring to their health, meaning that they just don't die very quickly. Because overall, they might not be that difficult to really overall beat, but it's just it's kind of that initial higher health, difficult to play against type idea. Another thing you guys want to check when you open chests is always look on. Oh, it's not gonna. Obviously, that's in the way. But always look on your right side of the chest, because sometimes there's a trap that's pretty important to check, but you shouldn't worry too much. Also, see that on the ground, that purple symbol? That's a trap, so I'm gonna blast it. So you'll see that it just does a nice big shock of lightning. Same with this one. Oh, I missed that one. There we go. So you just want to trigger those and not get hit, obviously. So we have snake, whale dolphin thing. I called it the whale fin. That's great. Another one of the, as we're going to call it now, the whale fins. And then a bird. So this should be a bird, and this is one of the ones that actually changes. So we can change that to our beautiful whale fin. And then this needs to be, I think that changed all of them, which is just wonderful. But that's whale, and then that should be a snake. So there's that. So we need a bird and a whale. Bird. And I think that's right, correct. And then this is snake and our whale fin, which is correct. So we get that to open. And up here there's another press panel that you obviously want to avoid stepping on. You can kind of check this table for stuff. Go in here, get that stuff, I think. Yeah, there's a steel horned helmet. It's not like anything that you're gonna equip, but you can obviously sell it. Yep, and I figured one of them were gonna step on that. Tofty here.
What could this place be?
We're gonna find out, aren't we?
Well now. Never should have come here.
So, this is kind of important that you just kind of stand back and you let this guy do his thing. He might try and attack you. Obviously he'll try, but you also want to take the staff. That's pretty important. But you just have to let him. Ooh. I've never had him light up like that before. That was a little different. But you get this nice little amulet fragment type thing, which is going to increase your magic by 30 points. Obviously take the garnet and the gold. The Brit of Sealing, I just like to take that kind of stuff. It doesn't really have a weight or particular significance. But now we can put on, now we have the Starthal amulet on, but realistically we want to add this because now we're looking at 230 magic, 120 health, and we are not even level 4 yet. So we're progressing very, very well.
Why, this is utterly unique. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
Okay, so now we go right behind here. And it's very important that we go through here. You don't want to trek through the other way, because you can, like, get shout over here. And there's a chest, too, which is pretty important. So it's Ice Form, one of my personal favorite shouts. So basically just some gold off of that. Okay, so we go ahead and we give that a little pull. And then we are on our way out. Pretty cool stuff. So now we can just fast travel back to the college. So we have to report our findings. Okay, so we're going to head up the lovely stairway.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
Staff of Mage Light, there we go. So now, I believe we're gonna get stuck talking to someone, maybe? Maybe not? No, I think that's farther in, into the story. I'm thinking, like, way far ahead here.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
Okay, so, we obviously have to
Fight well.
go and find the books. We're gonna have to talk to Ancano. This was the part I was thinking of.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I know full well that you have. Please do not insult my intelligence. Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns. Something was discovered in Sarthol that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college, alone, to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
Alright. So I think we head upwards, right? Yeah.
I have many important things on my mind. Are you quite sure we need to be speaking?
So, we're going to go ahead and head out of the college here. So now we are on our mission to find the wonderful stolen books. Hello, Sonny Evans. He said, "Yo, dude." So, yo, what's up, dude? Right back to you. We are going to go ahead and hop right into this, and we're going to go ahead and find these stolen books, hopefully. So let's see where we are headed here. So we have to go over here to Felglow Keep. So we're actually going to travel to the Whiterun stables for this. And as I've mentioned before, this is how to basically play the mage class to its fullest, especially the early game. The early game is a lot more significant than the late game. After you do the College of Winterhold missions, I generally move towards the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. Those are just some solid missions. It's all stuff that's pretty simple to do, and to be honest, I usually finish the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, and the College of Winterhold, and then after that I go for the main storyline. Mr. Dude Man, hello. You were sent here by someone else? Who is that someone else? So we're heading this way now. I like that. Keep flooding that comment section. Get more people in here. Trying to get this content up. But ooh, we're getting attacked. Hello. Where are we? Hello. So we are going to find the stolen books, just in case no one knew. Oh, skeevers. Wow, look at this. They're everywhere. There you go. Damn, he flew. But just going to Felglow Keep. Sometimes a dragon will swoop down in this area. But I'm just hoping we can avoid that right now. Probably be a little better off avoiding that. So let me know for you guys in the comments if you guys play Skyrim and you play often. What are the classes that you guys enjoy playing? Do you guys enjoy playing Mage? Do you play something else? That kind of thing. So the upcoming portion of this this area is actually, in my opinion, it's the hardest part of.
Please,
oh,
you have to help me.
I don't want to help you.
By a then get out of my way. I have to get to a town and find a priest.
That's fine. I don't want to talk to you. But with that being said, in my opinion, this upcoming portion, just getting into Felglow Keep, is probably the toughest portion that I have of the whole College of Winterhold storyline. It's mostly due to the fact that there's a lot of people in this area that you have to clear. It's not terrible, but it's kind of annoying. Okay, sneaky dagger style, that's acceptable. That's, you know, you're playing your assassin stuff. But obviously for this portion, like I said, this is the tougher part, so I'm going to do a quick save just in case, because you never know coming up here, if you're playing a mage class, you know, you don't have a lot to work with. But we are going to sneak in here. Sneaking in here is probably your best bet to kind of start off properly and not get savaged by a bunch of enemies. So we're gonna sneak around Oh, we've been spotted already. Yes, that's one down. Ooh. So we're gonna use a couple potions here, just to get us back up. Okay. So obviously, as you saw, I just leveled up, but I am not going to actually level myself up yet. And the reason being that if I get my health low or my magic low, I can just completely restore it by leveling up, which is pretty significant to the game in the early portion. So the one thing you're going to struggle with is the Flame Ancient Arc over here, especially if you're doing the Destruction style. A little harder to hit. So actually, we're going to see what else we have here. Sparks, obviously this is, it's like the worst thing that you could probably do, but kind of wreck them. Now when you kill these, you want to like take several steps back because they explode. Obviously I was a little close there, and it did hit me. We don't want restoration, we went back to destruction, so the firebolt portion is where we want to go with this. And now we're entering the Felglow Keep dungeons, and we're just going to be trying to progress through this as quickly as possible. So I'm glad, you know, you guys in the comment section there. I'm glad you watched it last night and you enjoyed it. I've been playing this game since it came out way back in 2012, I think. When the game was first announced, I actually wasn't going to buy it. I thought it was going to be a really bad game. And then actually my brother bought it, and now it's my favorite game out of any game that I've played. So it's one of those things that's pretty fun. And to answer the question, I do not have any mods installed on the game currently. Reason being that as much as I enjoy the mods, I feel like that should be a separate portion. Reason being that I want that to be a separate portion is that if I put mods on here, it's a lot easier for me to go through the story, but I'm trying to teach people how to kind of progress. You know, I could do a complete walkthrough of the game with mods on, and you know, basically it would almost be like a speed run because you'd go very, very quickly through most of it with some of the mods that you can get. But for this portion, considering I'm doing an instructional of how to basically make this class as good as possible without mods, I don't include that. But let's go ahead and ooh, I missed that. That's bad. So this guy's over here. So we're just gonna put this on. Let's just beat this guy something senseless. There we go. Void salts, these are one of those things that you can always just pick up only because of the coin value. You don't really use them for anything spectacular. But I like to pick them up just for the gold value. It's just one of those quick, easy things. But we can then put the firebolt back on. Obviously our magic is regenerating, but we are... forgot about that. We can go in here. I think it's obviously dark in here, so it's a little difficult to see. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Apprentice chest. Oop. I went a little too far. Okay. There we go. Some gold. Look at that. That's some pretty decent stuff for starting out. Obviously, Lydia is going to get in our way, per usual. That's her job. Her job is get in the way of anyone possible. You know, makes it a lot easier to play this game clearly. So some enemies in here, I believe. Maybe no, they're ahead. So we can go ahead and just open all these. and they're gonna run through there, and they're gonna kind of.
Someone there. Thought I heard.
Oh, I just hit Lydia. That's fine. So now this is the time that leveling up is probably ideal because our magic is so low. So there's the level up right back to full. Ethan F., you were summoned. Yes, we all summoned you here. Welcome to our lovely AA meeting. We're going to go around and introduce ourselves. So I'm just going to let Lydia do the work for this. Let her kind of push through. I'm not worried about fighting these guys. I'll let her do all the dirty work for me. That's also something I should mention. I didn't mention this in the last stream, and I haven't mentioned it yet up to now. Having a partner with you, such as Lydia, is important, even though obviously everyone makes fun of Lydia, and yes, she does suck, and she's terrible, but the good thing about having her is that you can have her basically be the meat shield, where you let her go ahead and fight enemies, and you stay distance. Well, I'm glad that you're here. That's a good thing. But up in here, this is just one. He's not making it out alive. He had no chance at all. Same thing with frost salts, as I said with the void salts. You can pick them up. I'm not going to pick it up. To me, it's just it's kind of a waste of space. I shouldn't have really picked the void salts up, but I just did. So up here, you have 3 doors. Obviously you should pull the center one. This one, I don't think there's actually anything in here. Usually I speedrun through the College of Winterhold storyline, but we pull the center one and we talk to our friend here.
Oh, you've saved me. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad I seem cool. At least that makes one person who thinks so.
Help you get out of here.
We could be really mean and say we don't want your help, or we could ask where the books are. So obviously we want the books.
The books? Oh, I see. I thought perhaps... Well, I thought you'd come for me. But yes,
No,
the books.
we didn't come for you.
The caller will have them.
We don't care about
She
you.
was most interested in one of the volumes, although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up.
Alright.
Don't you need my help?
I do need your help. I'm pretty sure whenever I play this mission and I have him, you know, follow me, he always dies very, very quickly. Sometimes by my own mistake, sometimes by him just being a really bad character. But I could be really mean, but I'm just, you know, I'm going to have him follow me. So he's gonna be another partner, and although yes, like I said, he's terrible and he does die pretty quickly, he is another meat shield, which in the beginning I just, you know, as I mentioned before, it's very important to just have that that type of character with you. Okay, so this portion you're gonna want to just go ham. So obviously now we have to heal up because we don't want to die. That is obviously the goal. Let's not die. And we're going to heal up one more time only because, actually I should have mentioned this before, this is one of the harder portions too. So actually we're going to go ahead, and because these lovely enemies decided it would be pretty cool to so now we're good. Sorry, I just had to focus there. I was sometimes it's hard for me to see in this game because it is a darker type setting, but now we're through that. That's I think that's probably the harder part of this beginning stage, is just when you have multiple enemies. It's never easy to just say, alright, I'm going to push through this. And that's why it's so important as a mage class to have these guys here as your meat shields, to kind of take that damage for you. You know, let them take the hit. You don't have to really worry about it. Up here, nothing scary, just the skeletons, strawberries, and this guy. Ooh, we're getting low on health. I did not see that coming. Usually we're good. It doesn't matter if you use the potions, to be completely honest. Your potions are there and they're decent, but it's not something where if you don't have them, you're gonna get completely wrecked. That guy can sit down. This guy back here is trying to get up. Okay. So this guy's got his ward up, which to me is kind of stupid, but he's a computer, so what should I really expect? Oh, wow, what a nice bow shot. I kind of want to see where that hit. That hit him right in the ass? It looks like it hit him right in the ass. Well, thumbs up to Lydia. Let's see. We're going to actually take a look at this. Oh, yeah. She nailed him right in the ass. Wow. Nice shot. So if you go in here, there's, you know, a chest. But like I said, it's dark, so it's a little difficult to see. But now we're good to go on. Yeah, you guys will notice my commentary is a little different than when you watch a lot of gamers. My filter is very odd and strange. I'll say, you know, a lot of cuss words in between my sentences, and then I'll go right back to being prim and proper and everything. But we're gonna go ahead and just keep moving on. Got some enemies in here. Got a lot of enemies. Ooh. Sit down. Oh, wow. That was interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know if that was a lightning bolt or an arrow. Oh, yep, I forgot there's a guy in here. How could I forget? And a lot of these enemies, they tend to run away in the early stages, but we're gonna let Lydia go ahead and hop in there and do her thing. We'll just sit out here.
Now you'll pay.
And the good thing is this guy actually has, clairvoyance is really good. Staff of Flames, also a very nice pickup. That's, you know, the basic stuff that you want to pick up. That's also good. Oh yeah. Wow. I'm completely in shock. We have Orthorn, whatever his name is. He's I'm just gonna let him do the work. I'm gonna stand here and watch. He's actually doing really good right now. This never happens. Usually he's dead by now. When we were in that first group of enemies there, who are all using the wards at once, usually he dies there whenever I use him. So the fact that he actually made it this far is a little surprising. Ooh, I just got nailed. There's ice, so now I'm slowed. Let them take over. You know, actually, let's see what we can do here. Ancient Nord bow. Ooh, I missed. This is why I do magic, guys. That was pretty funny. Lydia once again just savaging with that bow and arrow. The funny part is this never happens. It goes go figure. The one time that you know, I'm playing on a stream, I get the sub characters to be playing amazingly. Okay, so destruction. We have the firebolt, And I also said yesterday on the first stream that when you're starting off, it might not be a bad idea to have one firebolt and one flame on, because you do run out of your magic pretty quickly, and obviously you don't want to deal with that. So where we are right now is a good spot to be, with one firebolt and one flame. And let me just double check down here because with the talking. Oh, there we go. He didn't stand a chance either. Oh, there's one. Oh, I missed. Where'd she go? Oh, she's running away? Wow. They never run away like that. I must have really scared him. I think I'm backtracking here. I need to go back this way. And I think there's stuff in here. Oh wait, there's a book here. Yellow Book of Riddles. I don't think we're looking for that. Down here, there's a knapsack. Could be something in here. There's something. Potion of healing.
Huh?
Not a bad pickup. Straight back out, and I believe up the stairs we go. I think this door is... yeah, it's locked from the other side. And in here... there is maybe nothing, something. Quicksilver Ignite. We're going to take these just for the resale value. Blacksmith's Apron, we don't need that. The Unusual Gem, that's something that you always want to pick up when you find them. You see one, grab it. It's a sub-storyline type thing.
The library is just through here. We're getting close now.
They didn't really stand a chance either. What do we have here? Hypothetical treachery. There we go. That's nice. Boost our destruction by a level. There we go. We'll take that with us. We'll search these guys. Scroll paralysis. I usually take the scrolls also for the resale value. The actual use of the scrolls is slim to none. You really don't use them ever. I believe up here there's another Atronach maybe, but we're gonna check this room and everything first, and just kind of pick up the things that we have to, or things that we want to as well. But I believe there's another Atronach around the corner. Yes, there is. And then just stand back.
Is someone there?
Oh, that's right. I forgot there's a... we'll let Lydia get in there. There you go. She killed him. She knows what she's doing. That key is important. And I don't think there's anything else in here, so just keep moving on. Obviously that just auto unlocks because we have the key. That key is very, very important. We can do... I usually just activate the shrines and everything, just to cure the diseases in case there are any. In here you have a chest, which is a nice little find. Ooh, too far. Does it go back more? Oh yeah, I do. Minor destruction, it's not worth it. decent, I guess. So when you guys pick up random items that you plan on reselling, one of the rules of thumb that a lot of people go by is you take items that have a value that is at least 10 times more than the weight. So for example, if you have an item that weighs 1, you want to make sure that its value is 10 or higher. That's kind of an easy way to keep your inventory at a more manageable level than just being overflowed with items. Ooh, we're auto-saving now. Okay, so on here we have some scrolls and whatnot that we can pick up. Some potions. I'll take that scroll, why not? So now, I'm just gonna, actually we don't even have to crouch to do this, this is simple stuff. So, if you guys are still in the chat, go ahead and just drop a little hi and let's see who's still in here. I don't know if you guys are all still in here, if any of you left or not, but just drop a little hi if you're still here.
So you're just one of Arin's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work.
So we're just letting our teammates do the work right now. Now we can grab a potion here. Alright, Ethan, you're still here. I'm assuming your friends left. I think they left you behind. Ooh. I'm going slowly. Oh no, we have to heal. I've been slowed because of this ice here. But let's... I don't like the bow. We're better off putting this on and... we'll do that, and then we'll do that.
What was that?
Okay, there we go. So now, Collar's dead. We take that. We can take that. Now she is naked. So we want to take this stuff. We're going to just grab all these books for the mission. So, now we are all set with this, basically.
Everything worked out nicely, didn't it? Yes, you certainly do. You'll be going back to the college then. I think perhaps I'll wait a bit before venturing there myself. Let this whole thing blow over, you know. Give certain parties a chance to forget what I may have done. Still, you've got me out of that cage, and I won't forget it. Thank you again, and good luck to you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go through here. There's obviously a chest here and everything. So we get more rewards. Amulet of Talos. Oh, that's decent. I actually don't see that item a lot. Soul Gem, don't really need it. Lockpicks are important. That's same thing with, if you ever see lockpicks or coins, those are the ones that you always pick up. No matter what, you just pick those things up. So gold and those lockpicks are pretty important. Okay, so we can activate that door bar. I don't think there's anything else really in here to grab. So through the wooden door. And now we just have to make our way out. Okay, so now that we're out, I believe we have to fast travel back to the college. Yes, we do. If you have the skeleton key, no, you won't need anything. You'll be all set. But I don't usually worry about that kind of stuff. If you have the skeleton key, then all the power to you. Skeleton key is amazing. Anyone who has a skeleton key knows it's the best thing ever.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
I don't know why your research materials are disappearing. You should probably check that. Maybe you're using them. She's getting high in her own supply. That's what it is. Okay, so we head over here.
Hundreds of years have gone. Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Alright. I believe I get more books added here. Which we can read.
Alright then.
And they will level us up. And it is a good amount of books, so you know, it's pretty important to get that kind of stuff in the beginning. So just kind of read through these. We're gonna level up while we're in here. So obviously just these quick level ups are nice. So that's just some more level ups that we have. So now we have to go talk to Tolfdir. But with that being said, this is the second installment. We will be back next time with yet another installment of Skyrim Mage class, in which I will be teaching you how to make your Mage class really good, especially from the start of the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone. And this is Drew Plays, signing out.